It's 8 o'clock on a hot Monday morning, and I'm driving into work. It's my first day of work, actually, my first proper paid job, to be honest. It's a construction internship that's going to last for the duration of the summer. I've been kind of looking forward to and dreading this day for a while now. I would consider myself naturally more of a intellectual person than a construction guy. Just this past Friday, I graduated from my classical private school with honors, and the Wednesday before that, my school gave me an award for my dedication on the cello. And so I'm thinking, even though I'm walking into a very different context this morning, I should be smart enough to figure it out and do just fine. So I arrive at the job site, walk around to the back of this old house, and I meet Eric, the mason there. Now, Eric is this sturdy, older guy with a couple of gray hairs starting to peek out of his receding hairline. He's wearing tattered work clothes and muddy boots. And I look at my own clothes and feel like I'm dressed for a wedding in comparison. And Eric trudges towards me, shakes my hand. He's got this thick southern accent. He speaks pretty slowly. But we go over the plan for the day. I'm going to be mixing cement and then pouring it into a newly laid foundation in order to ensure it's as strong as possible. Eric takes a look at my arms and he comments, I'm sure in an effort to motivate me, that I might be in pain tomorrow. And then he also shoots me a quick message just to make sure I have his phone number if anything comes up. I look down at my phone and the message says EEIC, which I think was an attempt for him to spell his name correctly, which he failed at. So I kind of laugh at just his inability to spell even his own name. So we start working, and I'm mixing the cement and pouring it, and it's just painful stuff. My arms obviously were not used to that. Blisters are beginning to adorn my hands, and my wrist is aching from dumping the cement into the foundation time after time. And so hours pass, I'm in agony. And Eric finally decides that it's a good time to break for lunch. And so I'm relieved. It's the best news I've heard today. So we camp out by his truck, which he pulled back into the yard. Eric is sitting in his passenger seat, the door open with his lunch, and I'm sitting down in the grass in the shade of his truck. And we start eating. Eric asked me to share a bit about myself because he doesn't know me at all. And so I guess in an effort to impress him, I talk about my near decade of experience on the cello. And Eric seems intrigued at the mention of music, so I'm feeling good. He confesses he never learned any musical instruments, but wishes that he did, which for some reason makes me feel really good about myself, because up till this point in the day, I've absolutely failed in being a mason. But finally, I'm able to prove to Eric that I'm actually good at something, school, cello, whatever. So a cool breeze rushes into the backyard. I can hear cicadas chirping in the branches way above my head, and the sun's beating down on my legs. I look over at Eric, and he's brushing some crumbs off of his bright blue shirt. He strokes his goatee thoughtfully, and he says, Zephaniah talks about God singing. I wonder what that must be like. And then he proceeds to talk about singing and the Bible and theology, and it's all really profound. And I'm just sitting there in the shade of his truck on the grass, with the cicadas chirping loudly in the branches way above my head, and the sun beating down on my legs. And I no longer see a dull, pathetic tradesman. I see a man who's truly flourishing and who possesses a type of wisdom I do not have yet. I realize my classical education could only take me so far, and perhaps I don't know as much as I thought I did. At the very least, I know there's going to be a lot of work to do over the summer.